All right, grade 10 students are ready for online class today. So let me check how many are present today. All right, number is good. So Safalta's microphone is on and Jerome's video is on. So others, where are they? Jerome, where is your video? What happened to you? It looks as if it is a shadow, right? Jerome, your video is not so much clear. Good, now it's clear. Alright, Jerome, Ashok, Sujal, Safalta, next Pratik, Lisa. These are the students, and next is here Sujina and Sudip. Okay, students, will you make your video on, everybody? Then I can see what the students are doing. Jerome is there, Sudip is there, good. Next one, Safalta is there, Sujal. Barsad, just make it. Sujina, where is Sujina? Sujina is there, good. Ojas is also coming. And Barsad is there, is good. And Pratik and Lisa, why are they hiding? Pratik and Ojas also is coming. Ojas, you make your video on. So he was absent for some days. I think there might be some problem, I don't know. Good. So this is the style. Now today we are going to begin our class. And students, we are nearly at the end of this topic, that is history of the earth. Yesterday we discussed up to coal, different types of coal, lignite coal, and bituminous, subbituminous, and anthracite. So the cheapest quality coal is lignite, and most expensive is, what is that? Anthracite. Okay, anthracite is the most expensive one. So let me share the screen. What we are going to discuss today. Okay, let's see. It's here. Device storage, cam scanner, and class 10 PDF. Good, class 10 PDF. It's here now. Good. Very lovely and handsome picture you can see there. So we are going to discuss these two things. Let me make my video also on so that you can check what the teacher is doing. Dear students, now let me make it quite bigger one. In today's class, we are going to discuss about formation of coal. One is formation of coal. Second heading is importance of coal. Next one, mineral oil. So you have to keep in mind, there are two types of fossil fuels. They are coal and mineral oil. So we'll be discussing about mineral oil, then formation of mineral oil, and then we'll be discussing next heading, what is that? Different petroleum products, okay, and importance of mineral oil, and finally we'll be discussing about some reasonable facts. Okay, students, so everywhere there is the talking about corona, and I hope you are safe and you are healthy. I am also safe and healthy. Okay. So please make distance and follow the hygiene, rules of hygiene, we can say, and you will be safe. Your family will be safe. Communities will be safe. And where your locality also will be safe, as the result, whole country will be safe. Let's discuss first heading, what is that? Formation of coal, how coal is formed. Yesterday I said coal is formed from plants, isn't it? Formed from plants. So near about 345 to 280 million years ago. That period is called Carboniferous period. What was the time duration? 345 million years ago to 280 million years ago. So there was forest of fast growing bushes and giant tree ferns. Very big plants were there. Bushes also used to go very fast, and tree ferns, that are kind of special type of plant. It was very, very big, bigger than present day trees. Most of the park was full of those fast growing bushes and giant tree ferns, and they were grown in swampy areas, which was a bit weaker, presence of more water. And what happened when those bushes and giant tree ferns died? They were buried in that swampy areas, quite weaker areas, and when they were buried inside it, what happened? They were attacked by bacteria. And here is given one energy, geothermal energy, bacteria and geothermal energy. What do you mean by geothermal energy? Inside the earth there is heat. So that heat is called geothermal energy. Keep in mind, in Carboniferous period, there was thick forest. Thick forest was made up of mainly two types of plants, bushes and giant tree ferns. When they died, sometimes what happened? Due to some natural calamities like earthquake, volcanic eruption, because of that also they were buried inside the ground. And at that time, bacteria and geothermal energies change some part of the woods into gases because of bacteria and heat. Then remaining part, which was black in color, was rich in carbon, and slowly it started making the layer. So the plants used to grow and die and just make a layer and layer and layer. And what happened? The lower part became harder by pushing from upper one, and finally it changed into coal. So in some areas we can get more amount of coal, in some areas we can get less amount of coal. How does it depend? It depends on the quantity of such coal plants that were buried at that time, millions of years ago. Okay? So here just keep in mind, coal is found from plants, but it took many years in the formation of coal. Now students, next heading is importance of coal. What is the first importance? It is used in industries, houses and other places for heating and generating electricity. How? Because it is a fuel, it burns. When it burns, it gives heat. And it can be used for producing electricity also. Next one is coal tar obtained from coals is used in the manufacture of plastic. Plastic is made from coal tar, that is obtained from coal. Coal is used as a fuel in steam engines to change water into steam. So steam engine means the engine which works with the help of water vapor. And to change water into vapor, what can be used? Coal. In some countries, coal is the main source of national economy. How is it main source of national economy? Because coal is exported to other countries and they earn foreign currency. And it is used for manufacturing petroleum and synthetic natural gas. Petrol means that petrol, diesel, mobile can be obtained from coal. But it takes a long time, a bit lengthy process, but we can produce it. Last time I just came to know that Kathmandu metropolitan city has got one machine. What does that machine do? It can change plastic into petrol. See, nowadays plastic is the main cause of air pollution and water pollution, isn't it? So by collecting that plastic, what can be produced? Petrol. Then it can be used in vehicles. So this coal is also used for making petroleum and synthetic natural gas.
The time now is 13:30.
Natural gas, not the real one. Okay, students. Now let's discuss next heading. What is that? That is mineral oil. Mineral oil. So here first of all we have to discuss petroleum. What to discuss? Petroleum. What does it mean by petroleum? Actually, petroleum is made up of two Latin words. One is petra, P-E-T-R-A. Petra means rock and oleum means oil. Okay, petra, rock, oleum means oil. So, the literal meaning of petroleum is rock oil. Rock oil. The oil that is found in between two rocks is called petroleum or rock oil. And rock oil and natural gas, that cooking gas, it is found inside the ground. When it is mixed together, or oil and natural gas, when it is called together, that is petroleum. So petroleum contains two things: rock oil and natural gas. What are the examples of mineral oil? Paraffin fuel, lubricating oil, like it is called grease, kerosene, natural gas, etc. Asphalt. You know what is asphalt? While doing the road as a black top, they use some black substance that is called asphalt. Okay, so there are many types of mineral oil or petroleum. And now question arises, how is mineral oil formed? How is mineral oil formed? Remember, coal is formed from the parts of plants and mineral oil is formed from the parts of plants as well as animals. Plants as well as animals. Now, here is one step. Let's discuss. What is given here? When the plants and animals died, millions of years ago, not right now, millions of years ago, when the plants and animals died, then they piled up on the sea bottom, and they reached at the sea bottom and made some layers. When the time continued, millions of years passed in the same way. As plants and animals were dying and piling up in that bottom of sea. When they reached at the bottom of sea, they were covered by sand and mud. You may say that, sir, how they were covered by sand and mud? Because water carries some sand and mud, isn't it? So they were covered. When the process continued, upper layer pressed lower layer, and the lower layer of mud and sand changed to rock. So it changed to rock. So the rock was very hard, and it created very high pressure on the dead bodies. The lower rock created more or high pressure on the dead bodies. Because of high pressure, there was scarcity of oxygen also. Bacteria were also acting on the dead bodies. As a result, it changed into dark liquid, which is called crude oil or petroleum. So that petroleum is extracted, taken out from the mines, like you see, look at here, by dipping the pipes and pulling out the liquid. So students, keep in mind, coal was formed from fast growing bushes and giant tree ferns, very big ferns which were taller than trees also. When they were buried inside the ground, later on they changed into coal. But mineral oil from plants and animals, when plants and animals were died or in alive also, sometimes they might have reached at the bottom of sea, they were pressed from up by sand and mud, and the lowermost part changed into very hard rock, and upper part where there were plants and animals slightly changed into liquid form, that is called petroleum. That is formation of petroleum. Now, what type of substances we can get from petroleum? First of all, LPG. Remember, question can be asked, write the full form of LPG. So what is your answer? Full form of LPG is liquefied petroleum gas, LPG. And what other things we can obtain from petroleum? Petroleum ether, diesel, kerosene, lubricating oil, Vaseline grease, paraffin wax, petroleum cake, bitumen asphalt I said, alcatra we say, petrol, and their uses are given here. Dear students, now let's discuss about importance of mineral oil. What is important? Let's discuss point wise. Point number 1 says it is used as lubricant. Lubricant means to decrease the friction. I got motorbike, so when I take my motorbike for servicing, then I will ask the person to put something in the engine. What is that? Mobile. Mobile is a kind of lubricant. But petrol, diesel, they are not lubricant. They are the source of fuel for the devices. Number 2, it is used as a fuel for cooking food. Previously, what I used to do, I used to use kerosene stove. Kerosene is used for cooking. But people, they don't use petrol. Why? It is dangerous one, isn't it? It can catch fire quickly. Petroleum is used in vehicles as a fuel. It is used in many industries as a fuel. It is used in construction of road. Black tar or bitumen is given there. It is used in manufacturing of plastic, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, paints, explosive, medicines, etc. See, many uses of mineral oil. But mineral oil is renewable source of energy or non-renewable source of energy? Non-renewable source of energy. We should not consume more non-renewable source of energy. Otherwise, we will suffer from crisis of energy. Crisis of energy. See, some people, they didn't pay attention towards corona. Now there is crisis of it. Too much crisis. Dear students, now let's discuss some reasonable facts. So how many facts are given there? Especially 4 facts. They are, number 1, fossils are found in sedimentary rocks. Why? This is the question. So what should be your answer? Fossils are found in sedimentary rocks because they are formed by deposition of sediment. They are formed by deposition of sediments. Question number 2. What does question number 2 say? The earth and the humans were not originated at the same time. Why? The earth and the humans were not originated at the same time because at the beginning there was no suitable environment for the origin of life. For the origin of life. So when the environment became suitable, then primitive organisms came into existence. So that is next point. Question number 3. Mesozoic era is called the time of reptiles. Mesozoic era is called the time of reptiles. Why? Mesozoic era is called the time of reptiles because in this era, reptiles were dominating animals. Reptiles were dominating animals. Their number was maximum or abundant. Their number was maximum or abundant. Okay, students, now let's discuss next question. What is the next one? Fossils are advantageous to us in many ways. Why? So what should be your answer? Fossils are advantageous to us in many ways because we get fuel from them. We can study about ancient animals and plants, etc. Dear students, now let me check what are they doing. So they are keeping different photos, videos. Good. Actually, this chapter is not so much lengthy. So we are discussing the chapter History of the Earth. We discussed some hypotheses about origin of the Earth, facts about the Earth, and then geological time scale. We discussed about eon, era, period, epoch, and we belong to Holocene epoch. And which period? Quaternary period, right? Cenozoic era, Phanerozoic eon. Remember these things? Because this is the important one, isn't it? And we discuss about time duration of different eras, eons, evolution of life in each era, and then we discuss about fossils, importance of fossils, identification of fossils, fossilization, formation of fossils, fossil fuels, types of fossil fuels, coal, importance, mineral oil, importance. Then some reasonable facts. Okay, students, will you make your video on, everybody? Please make a video on. Okay, Vivek is there, Ashok is there. Beavers make it. Good, Beavers is there. So you have to make it on. Sudeep, Sapalta, Barsad, Manas is also there. Good. Students are coming. Very good. Next, Pratik, Shreya, and Jerome. Okay, students, let me see. Vivek, where is your copy? Will you show me? Did you write something today? So, okay, Vivek is going to read. Please, you everybody listen carefully. Eh?
Formation of coal. The exact mechanism of formation of coal is not known, but all the basics of geographical evidences. It is considered that it was come from the fossil plants. In carbon, the last period 345 to 380 million years ago. Forest of coal plant fast growing bushes and yield in the plants of the earth. When they die and fell into guide swamp water, they were protected against rotating bacteria and geothermal energy station. Some part of the gases.
Okay, Ashok, your turn now. Ashok. Ashok, can you hear me? Ashok is not here. Sapalta, can you hear me? Sapalta. So where is your video? Now you read the portion after Vivek's activities.
The importance of coal are it is used in industries, house and other places for heating and generating electricity. It is used for manufacturing petroleum and synthetic natural gases. Coal is used to make plastic, mineral oil.
Okay, good. Now, okay. Sapalta is alright. Now Sudeep, your turn. Sudeep. Good. Ashok, your turn now. Ashok. Ashok, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on.
The word petroleum is derived from Latin word petrol and which means raw, and helium means oil, so it is raw oil. Oil alone adds to called petroleum. Hydrocarbon power 90 to 95% for parts of petroleum. The rest of parts is oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, etc.
Good. Okay, students. So this chapter is completed. We have completed 4 chapters. Force, classification of elements, invertebrates, and history of the earth. Next day, we will be discussing about the exercise. Next important thing, what you are discussing in class, you have to make note and submit to me, but you are not submitting. Why? So I think Ashok has submitted. Ashok, you have done great job, right? Yesterday you have submitted or not? Okay, everybody must submit the work after making very fine and attractive note. So next day we will be discussing the exercise. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and utilize the time. Today this much. Thank you and bye bye.